G'day, g'day. Goldson back with another adventure. Today is Monday, the 2nd of September, and today's topic is are Alchemy Blasphemites, are they dead? I'm getting a lot of comments in my videos, a lot of hearsay in streams saying, oh, the Alchemy Blasphemites are dead and all this and that. Well, we're going to go into that today, but first I want to just because I just want to clarify that I don't record on the weekend just because my missus doesn't like it. I don't know. She said Monday to Friday you can film as much as you like, go ham. And I said, all right, fair enough. Like, she wants her time to be the weekend, and because I'm putting so many fucking hours into World of Warcraft, I think she sort of has the right of way to say that. So I'm not going to record on the weekend, but I'll try and do every day of the week if I can. If it's too much, I don't know if I can handle it because I'm pretty flat out busy, as you know. So first things first, the auction house should be up because apparently the Wowhead post came out today, and I heard on stream, on Solheim's stream, that people in the EU region were like, oh, the auction house is back up. We can, cancel scan again. Yeah, cool. So get amongst it. I never had a problem with it because I've been setting up alts all weekend. I've been setting up my alchemists and tailoring alt army, getting them all set up. So I've just been plugging along, man. I've actually changed my theory my plan from 80 alchemists / tailors up to 92. So I'm going to have 46 alts on each two accounts, totaling 92. So hopefully I'm going to set them all up, and then I'm going to try and figure out if I have enough time in the week to manage them all. So that's a bit of a plan for me. So hopefully I can show that over the coming week. But first, let's talk about the Blasphemites. So everyone's freaking out. So let's have a quick look. So if we type in, Blasphemites here, there's 7,800 on the NA market right now. 7,800. So there's a bit on there. I noticed there's only 820 tinder boxes. Superb Beast Fangs, only 26,000. As you can see, like these prices might seem cheap. Or they seem cheap to me. That's why I've got them on my favorites. I'm watching them. But so I've got a little thing here. So if I click on shopping, I've got a shopping list here, and it's called Blasphemite. You probably can't see it, but if I search it, right, it'll search my list of the cheapest materials and see it's got Blasphemite. It's got all the ingredients to make Blasphemites. And so there's a little button here. If you don't know, it's got export results. So if you click that button, it'll bring up this copy text prompt here. And if you Control C, copy, and then you can close it, right, for example. And we're just going to nip over to this screen I ripped up this morning. And basically it's a calculation method on how to get the Blasphemites, because people are like, oh, it's unprofitable, rah. And I'm going to try and explain the reason why they think that. And this is how I calculate it. So see this green box here. All right. Well, first, before we do that, it says here, at the top here, it's got crafts for Blasphemite, and I'll put here 26.67 crafts. And that means if you're just raw dogging it, like with no talents, and you're straight using thaumaturgy to get your gleaming transmutagen, you're going to have to do 26 crafts, or you need 540 materials, and then you're going to use thaumaturgy, and then for every time you use it, you get 3 gleaming, and then you need 540 materials to get total of 80, and then you can use those 80 gleaming transmutagen and convert it into a Blasphemite. So that's the inefficient way of making Blasphemites. So there's an inefficient way, and then there's the efficient way, which takes longer. So if we we click on the cell here, and then we go Control V for paste. Ready? Boom. So this is like the quickest way for me to manually input the data from live on Auctionator. So I'll scan the results, and then I'll export it, come into here, I'll paste it straight into this spreadsheet. And all it does is just paste it here, and then this function here, these cells here, split that data up, and then I use that data over here, and it comes over here on the right, and then all I do is transfer the prices over to this side. So we'll focus more on the left-hand side of the screen. We don't really need to see the other side, but it's there anyway. But you see the list here: Bismuth, Storm Dust, Microbloom, Weavercloth, Gloomchitin, Lure Drop, and these are all the materials. And so you got all the prices here, and then I've times the price by 540. So you can see here the most cheapest inefficient craft to make a blasphemite. Looking at this sheet here, so we got 7,800. So you need to buy 540 gloom chitin at rank 1, and it's going to cost you around 7,800 to make a blasphemite, right? And now you're thinking like, okay, the efficient way. So like if you want to pump them out at 7,800 a pop, you can do that. But maybe that's what everyone's doing to make them. But like to do it efficiently has to be done over 4 days, right? If you got minimal talents, like if you've only got like 75 talents in the thaumaturgy, you can do the efficient way of crafting, which only requires 80 of the cheapest material. So every day you log in, you get a bonus, right? I'll show you real quickly, but in a second. But so I'm assuming that if the cheapest inefficient craft, the same would be for the efficient craft. So in this case, 1,166 gold is required to buy 80 of the gloom chitin, which is at the current price of 14 gold, 58 silver. So it's pretty cheap for gloom chitin rank 1. So if it costs us 1,166 gold and it takes 4 days to pump one blasphemite out efficiently, so like look at the difference between the two prices here, like 7,800 versus 1,100. Like it's like, what's that, 6,700 gold difference, right? And like we want to know what the price of blasphemite is. So if I click on this cell here, click equals, and then we project the price in. So the blasphemites currently on NA servers right now is 490 gold, and the cost to craft efficiently is 1,100, right? So the price difference is 676 gold. So like if people are doing it efficiently now, they are literally selling it for more than half its crafting cost. To me, that is like ding, 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 ding. That is like a discount, 50% off, more, probably 60% off. I don't know the exact calculations, but I don't need that. I don't need to know exactly. I just know that these are undervalued. And because they're undervalued, people are like, oh, the market's dead, you know. But they don't realize the demand hasn't even hit yet. Like, where's the demand? Okay, let's talk about the demand. So I'll just click over here onto Wowhead, right? Oh yeah, shout out to Wowhead. I got in trouble the other day. I got an email because when I first started the channel, I was 2 months before the launch. I made videos showing you where all the treasure locations are and that. Like, because there was no information on it. So, and I looked on Wowhead, there was nothing there. So I ended up, like I made a post and I linked my YouTube guide and all that stuff. Apparently that's a no-go. Do not self-promote yourself on our website. So I got a warning for that. Won't happen again because I won't post on Wowhead anymore. I'll just get the fast clickbaity news titles and that's about it. But anyway, these are the jewel crafting rings. So you got the rings and the neck, the gems, the unique gems that people are going to have, one each. So everyone who's playing is going to get one of these gems. So that's a blasphemite. And if we're using the efficient method, which it's the preferred method, it takes 4 days to make one of these things per character. And then you got the magnificent jeweler's setting, which requires another one. So and that says here, add a socket to amulet or ring. So that's like 6 per character. So you need 6 blasphemites if you want to put dual sockets on both rings and on the neck. So each character in the game of World of Warcraft requires 6 plus a 7th for their unique gems. So let's just say each character who's playing hardcore or going hard into season 1 is going to need 7 blasphemites minimum for, like there's going to be, and if it takes 4 days to make each one efficiently, that's like 3 weeks per character. Like if you got one toon pumping them out. But anyway, we'll go back to the list here. So what I mean is like, this is how I determine if something's overvalued or undervalued. So I'm determining it as undervalued. Okay, so I made this video just a week before the launch. I think it was like 3 days or something before the launch. And this was the Alchemy Alt Army setup. You probably didn't watch it because I'm still relatively new to the gold making scene. I went through this, just a quick one, just the quick phases. So phase 1 is to set up alts to craft blasphemites, and that requires 75 knowledge points. I'm not there yet, because I'm still setting up my alts, because, you know, I'm still cooking in the background, you know, like some people already rushed to 75, they've got it already, and they're just looking at it, but they haven't looked into it too much. But so just remember, my goal of phase 1 is to log in daily to produce a blasphemite on average every 4 days. You know, we're making a blasphemites at that price of 1100 or whatever, using the gloom chitin. Okay, so you can see here, so every day you get like 28 gleaming or whatever. So you roughly on average takes about 4 days, give or take. Sometimes it might be 3, but on average we're looking every 4 days we're going to get a blasphemite, right? So it's been a few days already, so that's why there's some out there on the market already. All right, so here's the list of reagents that you get. This one's a good one. Save this one because it's going to be important later on. Yeah, also you get there's a byproduct of doing this. You get these mercurial transmutagen, which we need for phase 2. So the quicker we can get to 55 points and start pumping out this daily on our alts, then we can get as much transmutagen as we can, because we need a lot to go into phase 2. But like, as you can see here in my graph here, this is the demand for all the stuff. And yeah, the short and sweet, the demand ain't even there yet. So I don't know why people are stressing out. All right, so we're just going to quickly nip over to my X channel where I post all my videos. And I post more stuff on here as well, so you get more content on my X channel here or whatever. And you can see here on the 30th of August, which I think was a Friday night, I ended up $1 million gold worth of this blasphemite, because I did the calculation back then, and I spent 1 million gold. I bought nearly 1,600 at an average price of 626 gold. And I posted here, not financial advice, but I think these are just too cheap, man. Right? Okay, so now that we're in the game, we'll do a little shopping scan again, because I truly believe these are undervalued. If these things are really at a discount right now, because right now the season hasn't even started yet. Like, we're still like 10 days into the expansion, and it's like no one's buying this shit. So that's why the price is tanking, because there's too much supply, not enough demand. It's a simple equation. So if we click on blasphemites, and they're 490 a pop. If I want to go and gamble, I'm not much of a gambler, but I do like to see a bargain. So if we type, maybe I want to do 1 million. So let's do 1900, 1910. All right, so 1910, if we write this down, so if we buy 1910 for 1 million, so we buy now, it'll come up here, 521.92. 521.92. Okay, so I just bought more blasphemites, because that's my conviction on my theory. So when you got like a theory and you've done a little bit of like due diligence, rather than just not, if you've done nothing at all and you're just complaining, then you might have lost. But like when stuff's 50% off, man, that's crazy. That is crazy. And like, well, there is an argument. I will put the caveat in there. The argument is like, well, if the price of that gloom chitin halves, it's at 13 gold 66. So if gloom chitin goes down to like 7 gold, then we're at the same cost value, right? So gloom chitin would have to halve in price for me to, or not lose money, but to break even. So the risk there is to the upside. So we got all these. And what I'll do, I'll show you, because I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is, and I'll chuck them in the guild bank. Guild bank's better. So we go over to the guild bank here, check it, and we'll put in the other. So we got a little bit of a stockpile here of blasphemites. We got 3.5k. That's 2 million gold worth of blasphemites sitting right there. And then I've got these ones here. I speculated on profane tinderboxes as well. I spent 1 million gold on that one, but that's definitely not financial advice. I'll definitely not speculate on those. But while we're here, we'll take out these materials here. And I've got these materials here for a reason. So what I do, I keep these in here, and I'll show you how I do my alt army. So I withdraw the materials from my guild bank. Right, and then I'll fly over, because my main is a alchemist tailor. So we'll fly over to the tailor table, right? So normally I'll do this on a Wednesday, but I'll show you how I do it. You probably do it very similar. So you just go to the patron orders, then I click filter, and then click unlearned, and then you can literally see all the orders that you can do. And if you hover over this little icon, it'll tell you what's in what do you get. So this one's saying glimmer, so that's like knowledge. Artisan security, the one that gives 10, I wouldn't bother with it, even though it gives you all the mats. Oh, actually, this one looks actually not bad. They provide everything, and I don't have to, do anything. So that's free 10 artisan security right there. But usually the ones that give 10 knowledge are not worth it. You normally go for the ones that give 30 artisan security. All of these are good to go. So I got 2, 4, 6, 8 knowledge points and like 70 bloody, what do you call it? Acuity. So because you can't craft out of the war bank, you got to like chuck it in your reagent bank in your local bags to complete the orders. And all I do is quickly, because I do this really fast on my alts, because I got to do a lot of them, so I can't muck around. Got to log in, withdraw all the shit from the bank, come over here, do all these, right? And because this will be on a Wednesday, I'll get the, I'll get the weekly quest, which is additional points. So I used a little bit of concentration there. That's all right. When we're in the cooking phase, we prioritize knowledge points over everything. Knowledge points for days, because once we get to our target, we can chill and use concentration all day. But while we're in the cooking phase right now, setting up and cooking up, because right now this is the right time to be setting up. I wouldn't be crafting and selling nothing right now, and I'm not. I'll show you in a sec. But okay, there's the last one. So that I'll just complete all the orders, and you do that bi-weekly. So for me, it would be on a reset day, which would be a Wednesday, and then on Saturday, lunchtime Saturday, it's reset again. Look at these guys showing off. Cheeky buggers. All right, so and I'll come over here on the patron orders for the alchemy, and I'll click unlearn again, and then same again. I'll just have a look. So these have got a bunch here. Tempered potion, yeah, can do that. Send it, and I use concentration because what else are you going to use concentration for? While you're cooking, it saves materials. You could like get rank 2 materials and then try and save a bit of concentration, but like really. You at the moment using concentration to get knowledge, and then once you get all the knowledge, you're going to use concentration to get gold. That's my theory anyway. So we're going to keep going, and as you skill up, like you're going to use less and less concentration on these orders too. So let's go. We've got room for one more. Boom. There we go. So I've run out of juice now. Run out of bloody juice. I only got 33 out of 1,000 now, which is okay. And then I'll come over here to the mailbox. There's Burosaurs everywhere, and I'll open it all, right? Open it all up. You'll get all this stuff. I don't know what to go with these licenses and that for. People are selling them. I don't know what the value is in there. Maybe to the people that don't have the proper racials, they can use that to guarantee some crafts. I don't know, man. But I would normally chuck out the war bank, not the guild bank. Oh yeah, I'll chuck out both actually. Guild bank first, and then the war bank. Not necessarily in that order. But what I'll do, I'll just right-click all the materials back in. I'll just right-click, and all of it's going back into my guild bank, ready to log out and log into the next character. Okay, so notice I didn't do these other ones. Well, while we're here, I'll show you. See, I've been busy because I've been busy crafting or like setting up my alts on the weekend. I've only managed to do 140 rank 3 duskweave bolts. Some tool enchants, contracts, max range, some. This stuff I'm just putting here. Because for me, I'm just going to craft throughout the week. And then at the end of the week, on like the reset day, I'll put everything on the market. So I'm not really making gold right now. I'm not really phased. But I'll learn the knowledge. And then I'll click open these boxes. These boxes give you a bunch of reagents. And all I do is open the war bank. And then I just chuck in all the reagents that I get, including these licenses or whatever they are. And then every now and then I'll do a cleanup. Automatic cleanup, which I like, and that take a little bit to load, but all your gears in there. Oh yeah, here's a quick one I bought on the weekend. See here, Cave Dweller's Delight. The healing potion. Man, these were going for like less. They're like 7 gold each. I'm like, damn, that's cheap. Because the cost to craft these was like pretty expensive. And if you know anything about alchemy, you have to get if you're using your wild experimentation, so meticulous experimentation, you should be keeping this on cooldown but it requires 6 core catalysts now. So you need to get core catalysts, you got to neutralize concoction. So you buy this dilution solution from the vendor here, and then you click on your war bank, and then you click on Cave Dweller's Delight, and then you can just like start neutralizing, and then you can see here we're getting core catalysts. But I got enough. I got like enough for 10 days worth of experimenting, because like if you know now, they've made it so if you use your meticulous experimentation, you're guaranteed like a new recipe, and the more recipes you get, the more chances of getting patron orders that you can craft. Because look, if I click unlearned here, there's some here that I don't even have, like this one, file of concentrated ingenuity. Ooh, what's that do? Drink to increase your ingenuity for oh, fuck yeah. That's a ingenuity file. That's sick. Ingenuity is my favorite now, boy. I'll tell you what. Everyone's hating on it, man, but I reckon it's the best. It's the best in my opinion. Especially now when no one can like fully guarantee the tailoring rank bolts. Because right now it's like if you're crafting tailoring bolts per se, you're like either pumping a shit ton of rank 2s or like fuck all rank 3s. Me, I'm going for rank 3 only because that's where the real value is in those bolts. Because right now, the only way to guarantee rank 3 bolts is to have like 190 knowledge points in tailoring. And I don't think anyone's got 190. If someone out there has 190 knowledge points and is banging out rank 3 bolts, left, right, and center, that is sick. And you're a fucking animal. But until that time, we're going to be using concentration mostly to get these bolts up, which is what I'm doing. I'm only using my leftover concentration after I do my knowledge spend. And then, yeah. But anyway, look, what else we got here? Last but not least, just a full disclaimer here. I did speculate on these profane tinderboxes on Saturday night. And I spent $1 million gold and I bought them at 7,900. And I normally don't gamble, but these items... This item particularly is the most scarcest item in the game right now. And the fact that, like if we type it in, we go on Wowhead and we type in profane tinderbox. Here we go. So if we click on it, because if you've probably noticed when the launch came out, I remember buying them for like 1,300 gold, like 1,700 gold, like they were pretty reasonable. But then the drop rate's so fucking low, and they look at the reagent. The reagent for heaps of high level thing, like these enchants here, like armor kits, the oil, like all the best stuff, like the sanctified alloys. So if you want to make any like crafting gear, you need profane tinderbox. So like when people start crafting gear, this stuff's gonna go up big time, man. That's the theory anyway. And so like I like the brain in me is like, okay, supply and demand, there's bugger all supply, and there's gonna be demand later, then the price is gonna go up. So I speculated, and I'm not happy about it, but full disclaimer, I put $1 million gold into it. And as you can see, I put $1 million gold into Blasphemite on Friday, and then I obviously bought another lot just now. So I got 2 million gold. I spent 3 million gold speculating, which is probably nothing in comparison to the big whales out there. Because right now, it's speculation season right now. Everyone's buying up the rank 3 materials. Because when the demand comes, all the big boy crafters that have all fully decked out, they're going to be like buying all the good stuff, So, but I think 3 million is enough for me right now. But yeah, I've got bit of pimples, a bit of an outbreak happening again. It's because I'm eating shit food, man. Like as soon as I eat shit food, I'm out. Like pimples, getting like dry skin and stuff. It's a pain in the ass. But anyway, I just thought I'd update you and stay tuned. Tomorrow I'm going to go through the weekly recap, and yeah, I'm out.